Hey guys, so I just got back from the theaters from seeing a double feature of this past weekend's two new movies. I was not in a rush to go to the theaters this past weekend. It's one of those weekends where you look at what's coming out and you're like, yeah, I think I could skip both those if I really wanted to. But because I've been seeing everything that's coming out, I was like, I gotta continue a tradition. It was like kind of a fucking chore I was like, well, I'm off tomorrow. I go see both movies, kill two birds with one stone, get it over with. Yay. Yeah, you can tell how thrilled I was going to the theaters today for this double feature. The first being movie I went and saw was Gretel and Hansel, which, before I even get into the movie itself, I want to talk about this. Why the fuck is this called Gretel and Hansel? I still haven't been explained that. Why is it not just called Hansel and Gretel? It just doesn't roll off the fucking tongue when you say Gretel and Hansel. It doesn't. It just doesn't. And I'm like, I know the character of, from what I can tell from the trailer, the character of Gretel is focused more because she's played by that Sophia Lillis, who was in the Thing remake from a few years ago, who played young Beverly. She is the main star of the movie, obviously. And so, but you can still call it Hansel and Gretel. Like, I don't get it. Like, it was driving me up the fucking wall. Like, is it a female empowerment thing? Which I think it is. I don't know. I'm not going to say if it is or not because I don't know for sure. I was like, it's driving me nuts. I'm like, why the fuck did it just call it Hansel and Gretel? But anyways, Anyways, they don't call it Robin and Batman. I'm just saying, like, it does make no sense. But anyways, this movie, honestly, I'd heard about it, briefly here and there, and I got a teaser trailer like months ago. Finally got a full-length trailer like this past week, and that was the first time I really had seen anything like a full scenes of this movie, like what this movie was going to be about, even though I knew what it was going to be about. So Hansel and Gretel, for fuck's sake. It kind of gave me my first taste of what maybe this movie is going to be, and I wasn't really. I even talked about it this past week when I got the trailer. I was not really that impressed. I was like, I don't know what to think of this. This is going to be a heads or tails kind of movie, and I went in for a while there thinking it was going to be a rated R Hansel and Gretel movie, but no, it's a PG-13, which I was like, that sucks. You can make a good horror movie out of any grim fairy tale. It's just a fact. You can, it's like, because there are already fucked up fairy tales in the first place. I'm like, I'm not against this. I said, I'd heard mixed things about this film. It's probably the movie that got the best. It's the movie that got the best reviews this past weekend. Even though it's not saying much, I've heard the audiences didn't care for it. But I was like, okay, maybe it'll be, this pleasant surprise. I was going in optimistic. I was going with an open mind, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I didn't care for this movie one fucking bit. I didn't. I really didn't. I tried. I really fucking tried. The main reason I didn't care for this fucking movie is it's so fucking boring. It is boring. I have never seen it. Like, this movie is literally an hour and 27 minutes. It felt like 3 hours. I thought this movie would never end. It just kept going and going and going, and I'm like, something please happen. Just something interesting happen. Yes, there's cool visuals here and there, but nothing to really keep me fucking interested one bit. I could say positives about this movie. It's a really good looking movie. It is it's a stunning movie. Like, from the set design to the production design to the cinematography, it's really fucking well made. It is a really well made movie. It's obviously made by people who can make fucking good or good filmmaker, for fuck's sake. The guy who made this, Oz Perkins, I think is his name. I never heard of him. I think he's a foreign director, but I don't know. I've never seen any of his stuff before, but this is obviously like an art house kind of Hansel and Gretel movie, and it, like I said, also another positive I guess I can say about it. Not much saying about as far as the positives go, but the acting was fine, I guess. I thought the two main kids were fine. Even though Sophia Lillis, who I know is a good actress, I've seen her in good stuff. Not just it, I've seen her in like Sharp Objects. She's a really good, decent actress. I swear to God, for half the movie, she just sat there with the same facial expression on her face. Like, this is all. That's her expression throughout this fucking movie. I don't think she changed it one bit. Maybe towards the end she did, but yeah, it's like. It was just like, man, I couldn't stop thinking. I was like, man, I have seen her in better performances from her. I can't say I've seen a whole shitload of performances from her, but yeah, from what I've seen, like other movies that she's done and other performances she's done, she's been way better. The girl who played the witch, the old lady who played the witch, I kind of was looking forward to that. From the trailers, it looked like she would be the best part. And she is, but I thought she could have camped it up a little bit. I don't know if I'm the only one. I wanted to see her kind of camp it up a little bit and have a lot more fun. It was a little bit more subdued. She was creepy. I'm not saying she wasn't creepy, but again, maybe it's just because I was bored out of my fucking mind. I didn't think her performance was amazing, but she was the best part. I'll say that. She was the best part. This movie, it's the best way to describe it is I can't not make this comparison. It has to be made. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's made this. This is a lighter version of The Witch, if I've ever fucking seen it. The Witch, a lot of the same problems that people have with this movie, I think had with The Witch too, but I would say The Witch is a way better fucking movie. Shit actually happens. It felt like shit happens, especially in the third act. That third act was insane. Like that was when the movie just went balls to the wall, just had fun with it. Like that was a fun fucking movie. I love The Witch. Even if the language was a little crazy, like hard to understand, I understand people didn't understand the language. Even though sometimes in this movie, but this movie is like a lighter, less fun version of The Witch because it is basically the same fucking story. It is. It has a lot of the same themes. It's about kids or people in the woods, and they come across a witch, and it's also about a coming of age of a young womanhood. Yada yada yada. There's so many comparisons to it, but like I said, The Witch did a lot of this stuff a lot fucking better. It is the story of Hansel and Gretel, but like I said, it takes some liberties to like I said, the fucking beginning of the movie, the kids get kicked out of their house by their mom because there's crops, they're having problems with their crops or something like that. I didn't really understand why, and I was like, I don't think, and she leaves them to go out in the woods and starve to death, pretty much. And I was like, I don't think that happened in the fairy tale. It's been a while since I read the fairy tale, but I was like, I don't think that happened. I forget why they went out in the woods. Somebody in the comments could tell me. But I'm like, okay. And then, like, there's a scene where the fucking Sophia Lillis, damn. There's a scene where she goes up to this creepy old guy to try to get, like, live with him, and he's like, do you still have your womanhood? That's basically what she's like, ew! It's like, this got all Harvey Weinstein. I'm like, God damn. It's like, she's like, what, 15? God damn, even that. Like, she's I don't even think of age. That's fucking creepy. That was fucking creepy. I mean, it was supposed to be creepy, but I was like, God damn. But this movie, it's just the kids just wandering in the woods, it's meandering throughout the woods. Then they come across the witch eventually, and there's most of the time you see them with the witch, they're just doing chores for the witch, and Sophia Lillis is having these weird dreams or visions or whatever. I don't fucking know. It's like one of those movies that I felt like the director was going, ask me what it means, like it does have some cool visuals. I'm gonna say that it has some cool visuals, like a fucking scene where the witch turns like children's body parts into fucking food. That was weird. Somebody asked, I saw in a comment, somebody say on Facebook said that, put it best when they said this movie would probably be great to watch while on drugs. I'm sure it would. I didn't fucking care for this. It was boring as sin. Maybe if you're on drugs, you're like, whoa, I'm losing my fucking mind. You'd be tripping balls. Like, there's a scene where, one of my favorite scenes one day where they ate mushrooms. The kids ate mushrooms in the woods and they fucking started tripping balls. That was pretty funny. That was a pretty funny scene. I'll give you that one. That was pretty good. But there's so few far between with this fucking movie. I had a hard time fucking staying awake. I'm tired as it is, and then like this movie didn't help. Yeah, I don't really recommend this movie. I see a lot of, I'm not the only one who's in this camp with this movie, and I'm sure like I said, there are other people out there like me that are pretty much have the same opinion, but I tried to like it, man. I did. I wanted to like it. Just didn't work for me whatsoever. Trailers. What did I get? Fantasy Island. I got a new short version of the first trailer, but it's kind of a couple of new additional scenes. It's weird that we're making a horror movie out of the TV show Fantasy Island. I don't know how many people my age or younger know what Fantasy Island is. I bet you a lot of people don't even know this is based off a TV show. But yeah, it's like, I love the fact that they have to put Blumhouse's Fantasy Island, like, just so we don't mistake it for the other TV show, I guess. Which it's a remake of anyways, but whatever. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. I don't have high hopes for it. I really don't. Maybe it'll be a surprise. At least this year in horror has already started off really shitty. Like, every horror movie I've seen so far this year has been shitty. I'm hoping like it'll turn around eventually, but I don't know. We got still Invisible Man in February though. That's gonna be fun. And then Respect. I forgot this was a fucking thing that was happening. I didn't even know this was happening. We got a Aretha Franklin movie called Respect, of course. And it's starring Jennifer Hudson as Aretha Franklin. Great, perfect casting. That's top-notch casting. A woman who can pull off the vocals. And yeah, like, you have her singing Respect in the trailer. It's just a trailer of her singing that song, and goddamn, she hits every fucking one of those notes. I can't wait. I hope it's a good movie. I love Aretha Franklin. She's awesome. She's an awesome lady. I hope it does her justice, man. That's as far as trailers go. I got one more review to do, and until then, I'll talk to you guys later.